Hey guys, welcome back to Affiliate Blueprint. I'm Mark Ling and I've got with me again Aletta.
Hi everyone.
And in today's lesson we're going to have a look at how to set up conversion tracking for pay-per-click. And we're going to show you how to do it with regards to Google AdWords. It's very, very similar if you want to put your conversion tracking codes in for Yahoo and MSN. Let's look at the Google one.
Okay, so first of all, conversion tracking is where you find out which things are making sales for you, is that right? Or how many sales you're making, or...
Right, so for instance, for this particular ad group here, we've got house training dogs. So it's all to do with search terms like house dog, house training for your dog, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay, and you'll notice here that up top here we've got the search match stats, and down the bottom I've got content match turned off because that's in a separate campaign.
Okay.
And what you can see is we're able to see the number of clicks, impressions, click-through rate, average cost per click, the cost, the average position we're ranking in, the conversion rate, and that's where it is. We're able to show that we've got a conversion rate of 1.05%. The cost per actual conversion is $18.92. And we've got 6 conversions, and that's in the Google Search Network. Now, I've also been experimenting with the Google Search Partners as well, and that's just another box that you can tick in your campaign settings, so you'll show up on other sites that aren't actually Google, but they use the Google search results.
Such as?
I'm pretty sure AOL.com and might be AskJeeves.com. I'm not 100% sure, but they're sites like that.
Okay, so they're just basically smaller search sites.
Right.
Do they tend to do better or worse than the regular
it varies.
Google? Okay.
It varies, but in this particular case, only 2 sales.
You can't really draw conclusions from that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
616 clicks.
Oh, okay, sure.
Only 2 sales. So you can draw conclusions once you get over 300 or 400 clicks.
Okay, so the exciting one for me would be the conversion rate. Well, which ones are the exciting ones?
Well, I like that a lot more, the $18 a click thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm earning roughly $30 a sale.
So it's the product itself costs like $30? Product
itself costs $39.95, but there's also an upsell. So the average amount that you make per conversion is around about $35 to $40.
Okay.
So it's costing about half.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Right, but as a result of using both, sorry, I should have scrolled this across a little more so you can see that's made 6 sales and that's made 2 sales. So overall, you'll notice that, okay, it's costing $28 per conversion, but if I was just to, as a result of seeing this data, the conversion rate data, I'm able to know, right, it's time to pause the search partners section, and that's about all I'll need to do to fix that up.
Because, okay, so you're earning like $40, and the search partners cost you $56 per conversion, so you're actually losing money from that one.
Oh, yeah, I'm losing money from this particular one, but that's what you need to do with your conversion tracking. Once you start to get a few hundred clicks, you're able to see some trends or see some data, and then and you can check that out for every single ad group.
That's very exciting.
Yeah,
very exciting data.
Yeah, well, it's really helpful, and that is the reason why a lot of people make a lot of money out of pay-per-click, because they track their data really, really well. They pay attention to it and they adjust accordingly. It's really quite straightforward.
There's a lot more data here than what you could find from search engine optimization, kind of. Like, you can't really tell a lot of these things with SEO. You just see the results or the lack of results. But here you can actually see everything that's going on down to minute detail.
Yeah, although you can see it in SEO as well. You could track your conversions and look at your tracking IDs through ClickBank, but it's certainly it's nice and easy having it all in one place like this.
Yep. Okay.
So anyway, how do you set up conversion tracking though, so that you can actually see this data? Because if you don't happen to put Google's conversion tracking code on your website, then it's not going to know when you're making sales. So what you've got to do is go in and click on go to Campaign Management, click on Conversion Tracking, and then what you'll want to do is click create a new action, and then you go ahead and you name that action. In this case, we'll call it sales, say. So it's for each sale that's being made. It's for tracking sales. That's optional. You can put in how much money that you're earning per sale, but if you don't know that exact number, because you might be tracking a lot of different, you may be tracking different products or that price at different prices, and in which case you can't put an exact value. It's up to you. That's not important, that particular one. And then you scroll down. I keep it at English. I usually opt for none when it says to customize the tracking indicator, because I don't really like having some clickable link that shows links to Google AdWords. And then I just click Save Action and Get Code. And now what we've got is we've got some code here that we've got to insert, and it says right here you insert it between the body and /body tags of your action page.
What's an action page?
I was about to ask you if you've got any idea.
It's a page where you take an action.
Right, so an action page will be where basically the thank you page when the person has actually purchased the product.
Okay, but is that your page or is that the merchant's page?
No, that's the merchant's page.
Okay.
I tend to find that at least 4 out of 5 merchants are quite willing to let you put that in on their thank you page, and that way you can track how many sales you're actually making.
I think it's in their best interest to put it on their page, otherwise people won't promote their product through pay-per-click.
Right, because otherwise you're going to have to look really, really extra close at your tracking IDs through ClickBank or whatever network you're in, and it can be really difficult to actually look at, have an overall bird's eye view, and it's so much easier just flicking through your Google AdWords and seeing it right there.
Would you recommend that somebody still promotes a product if the merchant is unwilling to put their tracking code in there?
Well, you can try it, but you can certainly try it, but at the end of the day, I tend to prefer to stay away from ones like that unless I notice that I'm getting really, really good sales when I'm looking closely at it. It can be a bit frustrating when that happens. So
I think if you're particularly new to pay-per-click, you probably want to stick with ones that allow you to look at it properly.
Yeah, totally. Most serious affiliate programs, most serious people running their websites will allow you to do that. Okay, so that's your that's sometimes called your conversion tracking code, or we call it something sometimes. I can't remember. Okay, but if anybody's talking about your Google AdWords conversion tracking something thing, that's what you're talking about. Yep. So that's it there.
Okay,
so
so you just email that to the merchant. You just copy that and paste it and stick it into an email and say, please, can you put this on your thank you page? Or is there some sort of...
Yep, that's it. That's pretty much it. You say that you're an affiliate. It's great if you can show them your website and that you're already ready to go.
Yeah.
That speaks much more volumes of you, that you're serious, than if you just gave them the code before you were even ready.
I suppose they might get some people who are just, thinking about it and haven't actually done it yet, and they're like, oh, why waste my time?
Right. And then they'll invariably, most of the time, they'll put it in. And
it might be actually a good idea to send this off to the merchant before you even set up your pay-per-click campaign, just in case they decide to say no. You don't want to waste all that time setting up your campaign if they're not going to let you do it. Maybe. Could be a suggestion.
Well, you could check out with them first whether they allow Google conversion tracking codes.
Okay, yeah.
You don't necessarily have to send them the actual code and go in and set that up. I guess that's something you could do. I usually assume that they're going to let me because most of the time they do.
You're a bit of a big wig.
They haven't heard of me. A lot of them.
Okay.
It's not necessarily me that's sending the email. It might be one of my staff members.
All right.
At the end of the day, if you're able to show them a credible-looking affiliate site, they're silly not to.
Okay. Well, we've talked about this a lot. What do we do next?
Then you start looking at your data.
Oh, that's all? You don't need to do anything on your own side or anything like that?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, that's even easier.
Yeah, yep.
I was working myself up for a big, copying and pasting code and chopping, changing website, but no, that's it.
No, that's it. Nice and easy. So, yeah, that's it. Make sure that you do this, though, because it becomes very, very helpful in the future. You'll find yourself logging into Google AdWords or using the AdWords editor, which you can download and run on your desktop, and you'll find yourself looking at those sort of statistics regularly because they're super important and they're super profitable to you when you start tweaking them.
Cool bananas.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick lesson, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.